Welcome back to Offroad Outlaws, guys, and today we are diving right back into the new update with the new Chevy C10. Now, we're going to be doing a full build on this truck, and then we're going to be using it for some objective-based gameplay. I'm not sure why I stumbled over my words there for a second. It happens sometimes. I'm sure it happens to y'all as well. But let's go ahead and pick that thing up. And I really like the color that's actually on it right now. Normally, I'm not the biggest fan of the default colors, but sometimes, I mean, this one's pretty gorgeous. I really, really like this color. This color looks so good. So I'm thinking that right off the bat, we're going to want to do, obviously, like, full performance upgrades all the way across the board, right? Power, grip, weight reduction. Should we diesel swap it? I think we should, actually. I think we should. And then, let's see, e-brake-wise. Now, gearbox-wise, this one is going to be a manual, because the manual, I've discovered, actually works a little bit better for towing, depending on how you tune it. And then, so, let's see, full turbo tuning on the diesel. And then now, we're going to go ahead and do our tuning setup, and let's see. So, you could do a monster suspension on this thing, but that's not exactly what is going to work best for this particular build. Now, this particular build is going to be a Solid Axle Pro heavy-duty setup, which is a little bit of like a... It's weird doing it on a truck with such a short wheelbase, because when you look at it, it's like, man, with axles that big, you would expect this thing to be a, you know, tremendous rock crawler. And I kind of almost feel like I should make a rock crawler version of this truck at some point later on down the line. But let's do a quick gearing tune, quick gear package. And I think that, like, I'm going to use my kind of baseline drag racing tune because it's fairly low geared, but ironically it works fairly well for like hauling trailers as well. So let's go ahead and throw a perfect setup on it and run the dyno. Fairly certain I know what its numbers are going to be, but let's see. 1186 and 705, yeah, not bad at all. Not bad whatsoever. Let's see, should we go ahead and, there we go. Give it a little bit more volume for you guys so you guys can hear the truck a little bit better. All right, so wheels and tires wise, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade those to max so we do not have to worry about them again. And before we do the suspension tune, well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we should go ahead and do the suspension tune first. But let's see. We're going to be able to come back and like adjust this a little bit later once we redo the body. But I'm thinking axis width, well, actually, we could make this like a custom spec dually almost. That would be interesting. I don't know how it would end up looking, though. It might look a little bit weird. It might look a little strange if we turned this into a dually. I don't know. I'm very back and forth about that. I'm insanely back and forth about that. Let's see, I'll bring that down to like a 0.4. Okay, so let's see. Travel-wise, I'm thinking probably like 0.55 in the front, and in the back, I'm going to bump the stiffness up to like, let's say 43K, and then we'll bring the travel up a hair more, just to kind of achieve like somewhat of a level stance there. And then shock size is going to go up to 1.6. I think 1.6 looks about right. And then we'll also do shock type, probably number 1. And the reason why I say number 1 is because it's got that really nice, like, independent reservoir look to it. And then damping-wise, we're going to set that at about 3K. And let's do about 3K all around and just see kind of how that works for us. And then I'm thinking that, let's see, where are we on the front right now? Okay, I'm going to go back to the rear. And I think we're all good to go on that. I don't want any rear steering on this truck. I feel like rear steering might be a little bit weird for it, but let's see how much flex we have on this setup. Now, obviously, I want this setup to be able to flex, but I also want it to be able to haul. Particularly, I want it to be able to have the flex capability in the front, but I also want it to be able to have the load-bearing capacity in the back, which it actually looks like this truck definitely is going to be well into that happy medium, so I'm definitely okay with that. And I'm thinking that at this point, it's probably a good time to handle the cosmetic mods. So wheels-wise, I'm going to do something nice and classic on this truck because I feel like it definitely deserves a classic feel, a classic vibe. I think those actually work really, really well. Now, I actually might not do a beadlock setup on this truck. As weird as it might sound, I feel like without the beadlocks, it just has a nice classic look and feel. Now, tires-wise, though, they're going to be a good all-rounder, and these are kind of they're really like the top when it comes to an all-rounder. I really don't want to change this color either. The color looks so dang good. We could make it a flatbed, but I really like the way the box looks on this truck. I really think the box looks awesome. Now, I do really like that pre-runner bumper. The pre-runner bumper looks sick. What about the fenders? Let's see. Could we do... Oh, the cut ones look great. I love the way the cut fenders look. What about the... Oh, yeah, I actually really dig the look of the deleted rear bumper. But here's the thing. If we're going to be all in trailers, it doesn't really have much to connect to, does it? What about some lighting? Yeah, some classic style Baja lighting. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Spare-wise, it would only be going on the back, and I'm not the biggest fan of the way that looks. I do want a winch, and I do want a high lift, as well as a set of, let's see, probably a set of rear-facing exhaust. Well, actually, no, since it's diesel swapped. Oh, wait. Can we not do bed stacks? What? Whoa, okay, so they won't let you do bed stacks in this one. That's kind of weird. So if they won't let you do bed stacks, then it's going to be a hood stack. I haven't built a hood stacked truck in quite a while anyway, and so I don't feel bad at all about like throwing a hood stack on this thing, although I think I'm going to keep the classic mirrors. Don't ask me why. Well, I mean, you can ask me why if you want, but I don't know if I have an exact answer to that yet, but yeah, I just kind of like the way the classic mirrors look, you know? Now, back into the wheels and tires, just real quick, since we've got the cut fenders, I'm going to bump those up to a 1.2, and a 1.2 in height and a 1.3 in width. So 1.2 and 1.3, that looks properly well-suited to the truck. That looks awesome. I love the way that looks. That looks very well-balanced. I mean, it just looks like the tire size that the truck was meant to have. It really, really does. Now, we do need to go to the dealership for one more thing, and that is a new trailer. And the new trailer that we need is a trailer that can haul, let's see, crates. Now, the crate trailer is one that I have not used before, and so I'm going to unequip the trailer that we had equipped previously and just verify that the trailer for crates is the one that we currently have equipped. And then we're going to make our way out to a map that will allow us to do some crate hauling. And I believe that Howler Wolf Camp does actually have a... Ooh. Oh, they got some new job-focused maps right up there in the featured tab. That's sick. All right, let's see. Howler Wolf Camp. Let's see if there are any crate hauling jobs that are available on Howler Wolf Camp. Now, Howler Wolf Camp is a ever-evolving map by One Man Wolfpack, who is a well-known map creator in the Offroad Outlaws map creation space. And if you haven't played any of his maps before, I would highly suggest giving them a try. They're great for roleplay. They're great for racing. He's got some great trail riding maps. And then now, with the latest update, where you, of course, have jobs, he really did a great job at taking one of his older maps, like Howler Wolf Camp, for example, and incorporating that job dynamic into Howler Wolf Camp itself. Now, let's see. Do we have... Whoa, yeah, we do. We definitely can. And he's been adding more. If you could see, since our last videos, dude, he's added so many more. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. All right, so let's see. Oh, this thing is so torquey. I'm so happy we decided to go with the manual as well. Because I have a feeling that now that we've got a manual in this thing, it's going to work so much better for hauling. Thing is so freaking fast. What? Bro, I did not expect this truck to be that fast. This truck is, like, way faster than it's got any business being. I'll tell you that. Holy smokes. Okay. All right. So let's see. Apparently we have to go a little bit further on. Can we? Okay. All right. Start job. So let's see. Neighborhood house, which needs... Okay, so I've been there before. Small town store. 0 out of 60 packages. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So we can do small town store. We'll do crates. Load them up. Oh, so they just appear in there. So how many can we have maximum? 18? You got cargo, drive to the destination carefully. So unlike some of the others, these don't just drop in like the logs and rocks. These literally just kind of manifest themselves in your trailer, although they still move around. And so I've got to be careful not to flip the trailer over or cause any weird physics hiccups, which apparently tend to happen a little bit more when you're in four-wheel drive than when you're in two-wheel drive. Bro, look at the speed! Okay, I think this truck proves that even when you're hauling, that drag racing focused gearing tune works really, really well. Especially when you're in manual gearbox mode. Man, this thing is an absolute beast of a hauling rig. It really is. It's so much better than I even expected it to be. I do want to get a look at how this looks in photo mode, though. I have a feeling that it'll look really, really cool. Oh my god, I love it though. I freaking love it. All right, we're gonna get a look at this in photo mode. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's so freaking sick. Like, I love that. Let me back it up just a hair. I always say I'm gonna back the camera up, and then I'm like, wait a minute, you're not backing it up. You're doing the opposite of backing the camera up. Okay, that's where, yeah, that's where I wanted to see it from. And funny enough, oh, it actually like gives you the little icon in that view. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let me do distance back. Dude, I absolutely love that. That's so freaking cool. I'm actually gonna take a picture of that. You know why? Because I love it. I absolutely love the way that looks. All right, let's get back into it. You can literally start this thing in third. That is silly levels of torque. Oh, apparently the packages had pieces of a fence? Okay. So here's my question. So 18 out of 60. So it's definitely going to take a few hauls to get it done. But I mean, if you were out here running these jobs with friends, I mean, you would be A-okay, good to go, no worries whatsoever. But I've got to say, in terms of like hauling rigs that are just easy, like trucks that get the job done with absolutely no no worries at all, bro, this C10 is on point. It is absolutely on point beyond a shadow of a doubt. There is nothing that could get in the way of this C10 and be like, oh, sorry, you're not going to be able to get that done, or you're not going to be able to get this haul done today. Nah, no, that's not even in the vocabulary of this C10. It is here to get the job done. End of story. But if you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this build and this look at this truck, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.